In 2015, Prime Minister Trudeau said he boasted, Canada is back. More on that in a minute. But I have to say, please subscribe, tell your friends, and PayPal, because we have to stay on the air and we do not take money from the Prime Minister's office. Not that he's offering it. So that was his boast, Canada's back. And since then, Canada has just diminished in the world. I think we're next to Bulgaria as far as statesmanship right now. But Dan McTeague knows all about that. He was a Liberal MP when the Liberal Party was a Liberal Party. 19 years, was it? It's almost
19 years, yeah. Felt like a generation.
It was a generation ago. Thanks for joining today.
Good to be here.
What about Canada's diminishing status in the world?
Yeah, I mean,
is it real or is it just the opposite?
Oh no, I think it's very much a reality. I mean, we no longer punch above our weight. We don't do the kind of things that we once did. We could usually rise to the occasion. It seems many occasions have come and we simply aren't there. And I guess for a lot of people, it's like Canada is not found anywhere. Some of our partners, Five Eyes, AUKUS, all these organizations have basically said we don't want anything to do with Canada. So it's unfortunate, but there's no doubt there's been a lessening of Canada on the international scene.
So let me ask this. Some people are saying, well, that's good that we don't have ships that sail or planes that fly or we don't have guns. That's good. So then we don't have to become part of that war. But there's more to it than just being in the defense, isn't there?
Canada has always risen to the challenge in the past. I mean, been much greater in terms of our impact. First World War, Second World War, Korea, take your pick. Yeah. Peacekeeping. We don't do much of that, if any of that. Yeah. And that's the reality, is that there's really nowhere to tick the boxes anymore. And I think what we're seeing internationally reflects what's happening domestically. We're also losing our sense of who we are as a country, and so not surprising. Maybe this is really Justin Trudeau's post-national state being, post-irrelevant.
Aside from boasting that Canada is back and Stephen Harper's government was terrible, he did say that it is a post-national state. He wants it to be that. In other words, the Canada of the past, he's changing all that.
Yeah, to what?
You're saying that he's successful.
Yeah, it's very successful, because I don't think Canada has an image. I think its identity is completely lost, both domestically and internationally.
What has to happen then to change that?
Change of government, change of policy, change of idea. He's not going, so his policies have to go. And I think with it, it's been 10 long years. I think the country has tired of this idea.
You mentioned that tired, and you hear from all the apologists, they say, well, it's nothing that he's done wrong, he meaning Justin, because it's just that people get tired of anybody after 8-9 years, whether it be Chrétien, Mulroney, Harper. So it's just that people are tired of him. That's their apology, their excuse. Do you think it's more than that with Justin?
Oh, I think it's more than that. I mean, yes, he's hung on to 3 elections, 2 by the skin of his teeth. I sense that there is, tensions on a regional basis across the country, but also within Canadians. As a society, we don't feel that we have leadership. We don't have a government that's got our back or has an idea of a vision for the future. It's all more or less, managed, stage managed, and it's really about the cult of personality.
That's the 3 minutes. Dan McTeague, thank you very much. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.